Hey, what's up? So today we're gonna do a how to draw a chibi. And if you don't know what a chibi is an anime style that usually has like really big head and a tiny body. I like to think of it as like a bobblehead, but like a Japanese form of a bobblehead. And they usually have really big eyes. So without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, so I usually like to start off with a circle. I don't know if you can see this. I usually like to start off with a circle. And then I like to do a directional line, just for like the spine. It helps me kind of know the angle of my character, like where they're facing and whatnot. Then I like to do the hips. This is a girl, by the way, just so you know. All right. And then, as you see here, I like to put little circles in for the joints, just for like the feet or like the ankles and whatnot. I'll do it for the hands as well and the shoulders. And then there is the body. Here's a little tiny neck. Then usually for my style for chibis, I like to have big ears at the lower side of the face. I don't know, that's just a style preference, I guess. Actually, no, I had an idea that I wanted to do with hands. Oh no. Okay. Although that is kind of cute. Ooh, you know what? Maybe you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little pocket. That's a good idea. A little pocket. Okay, so I put these little lines here. This is something my art professor taught me as I was doing life drawing, figure drawing. He told me to put these little lines in to know the direction of the elbow, if that makes sense. So I don't know really how to explain it, but it's just really helped me to see it. Next, I do these little lines right here. That just kind of helps me divide the face. I know that this is in the middle of the face and this is where the eye line is. That doesn't mean that I'll necessarily put the eye right here and right here. I may go above the line, below the line, but at least I know that the eyes are going to be in this general zone. So that means like the nose will be probably around here and then the mouth here. So, all right. Oh yes, I do know what I'm doing. Okay, see, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Then I'm going in and just kind of carving out the body. So I like to say. This just kind of helps me know where the body is divided with the thighs. Then we'll get into the calf here. We see the knee here. So that's just good gauge to know where things are at. It's got a slight dip in the knee there. That's kind of fun. Personality things. Maybe she's like leaning slightly over. I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so, and obviously this is just like how I do it, and like obviously you guys don't have to do it the same way that I do it. Okay, so let's get into the eyes. What I'm gonna do is so I have this kneaded eraser, and I love this thing. This thing's great because it doesn't leave little particles, but I'm actually gonna just press on the paper with my kneaded eraser, and that just kind of lifts up the line so it's not as dark. I'm gonna darken that one though. That way we can see the eye better as I'm drawing it. So, okay, let's get into it. I like to start off with a curved line, kind of like a what's the word? A fingernail. Think of a baby fingernail. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay, so there is the eye. And as I'm looking at it, I'm noticing that one eye is bigger than the other. So, you know, you go in and you make modifications. If you want a helpful tip to know whether your eyes are wonky or just the whole proportions are like, if they're off and whatnot, you can either bring your drawing to a mirror and look at it in the other direction, if that makes sense. Or you could like pull this page up and look at it with light hitting it, and look at the back side to see, like, I don't know the words, but you know, like it helps you to see it differently. So, all right, so I'm going in, carving out the eyeballs, and then I like to do the little pupil here. That's just fun. It like instantly adds more character to your animation. Or not animation. This is not an animation, silly. Okay, all my animation classes are coming off, you know? Okay. This is a style preference, but I love big eyebrows. I don't know. I really like big eyebrows. And a lot of the chibi drawings that I've seen, or like, you know, the Japanese style chibis, I see like just little like narrow lines for eyebrows, and I used to do that, but I just felt like thicker eyebrows expressed so much more. Some people, this is also a preference, some people don't draw the nose with a chibi. Today I am, just because I want my chibi to have a nose. I think it's good to have a nose. It helps you to smell. So I think it's a good thing. We're gonna add a slight grin because this is a happy chibi. Okay, and then we'll do a little lower lip. I may tend to put more features in. Like usually, I don't know if you probably wouldn't do the lower lip there, or the lower lip shadow. But again, this is not like the universal way to draw a chibi, because there's so many different styles out there. And this is just how I do it. So, you know, when you're watching me draw, if you're drawing along, you know, you don't have to do the same thing that I do. You know, you can kind of. I think that's the beautiful thing about art, is that everyone does it differently. You know. Okay, so now I'm being nitpicky. Okay, so let's draw the eyebrows in. It's all gonna be inked in, but I'll wait for now. Okay, let us look at it. Still thinking my eye's a little small, but maybe when I ink it, I can change that. Okay, let's do this little, I don't know. I'm really into these little shadow by the eye. I'm getting into the details when I shouldn't be. Okay, all right. So let us get into the hair. She is gonna have a bob, because she just looks like a bob kind of character, you know, free and expressive. And not that if you have a bob you're free and expressive, just I don't know. She has a vibe. I'm feeling a vibe with her. She's just happy. Okay. All right. Now I'm like, quick, what do I say? What do I do to fill the void? Okay. As you can see, this is going to be a dark area because we are going to pick the light source. The light source is going to come from this direction. So I like to do these little lines just to kind of be like, if this was a light right here, it'd be like, so then I know like this side of the face and the body is going to be shaded, and we could even do like little lines right here. But we probably shouldn't get too ambitious at the moment because we're still working on the actual character. We haven't done the details yet. So the wind's kind of blowing her hair just a little bit. You know, that model look where the hair's just casually blowing in the wind. Maybe she's by the ocean and she's enjoying the warm air. I don't know, the warm temperature. Okay, so there we go. We can add little eyelashes to it. And by eyelashes, I just mean a big stick of black, because, I mean, you could put individual eyelashes in. I think I've seen that before. Okay, now she is going to have some black leggings. She's gonna have one of those like overly big sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? Those really cozy ones that make you feel a little bit like you're a lazy person, but also like a super comfortable person. So, okay, I'm just talking. You can just tune me out. It's cool. All right. There's a little hood at the top. A little string. She's got a little pocket here. This is also for those who know what I'm doing here. This is also a great way to not draw hands. If you don't enjoy drawing hands, like some of us do, this is a nice alternative to not drawing hands. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, and then we'll shade in these. And it's okay that there's lines all over the place. The nice thing about inking in your drawings is that you can erase all the sketches, because I'm a pretty sketchy artist. I like a lot of lines. It actually, sometimes I'll enjoy the sketchiness of it more than I will when it's all polished. Unless there's color, and I like the color. Then I like the color. Okay, so yeah, this nice. Okay, let's add little black shoes. Little classic little black shoes. Okay, so now that we got that, you know what? Let's have the sleeves coming up a little bit and pull these down, because it's a pretty big sweatshirt, which means that the shoulders would probably be wider, which means that the little lines on the sweatshirt would probably be down farther than normal on a sweatshirt. Or maybe she's just cozy, who knows. Okay, so there's that. And there's sound effects. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So we have earrings? Yeah, let's have earrings. Okay, there's one. See, that's the best thing about art, is if I want earrings, I can have earrings on my character, you know? This character, she likes earrings. She's a huge fan of earrings. This could be where makeup is. Who knows? She also could enjoy makeup. Okay, so I like this. Let us, just for fun, because I like to do this, let's play with the shading. So if the light's coming this way, I feel like artists are gonna be like, that's not where you put the shadow. Well, this is where I put the shadow. That's been a personal thing that I've been really focusing on art right now, is working with shadow, because I think so often we just kind of throw shadows in, and maybe I'm doing that right now, but we just kind of throw shadows in and say, there, that's where the shadow is, without really learning the planes of the face and knowing where it would actually show up. So don't forget about just like the art fundamentals. There we go. Okay. She's got a little neck shadow. Little neck shadow. Oh, that's nice. Okay. All right, and then we'll get into the rest with stuff. Okay, now let's get into I use Micron. Okay, can't judge me because they're kind of gross. Actually, this one's okay, but if you look at it right there, that's pretty gross. Anyways, these are the ones that I use, the Micron. They're great. I really like them. You do have to wait just a little bit before you erase your pencil after that, or coloring over it, just because I've noticed that if it's not fully dry, it will smudge with your alcohol markers, or alcohol-based markers. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm a big fan of hair strands. You gotta you gotta watch out because I think a lot of beginning artists, they'll just like throw strands of hair. But they don't realize that the hair is made up into chunks. It's kind of a weird word to describe hair, but the hair is made up of chunks, and you gotta find those chunks and then draw the lines within it. So for example, this right here is a chunk. And yeah, there may be lines within it, but it's divided into one single trunk. A chunk? It could be a trunk too, who knows? Okay. Let's do ear. An earring. I'm just gonna make the earring all black. Because she likes her black earrings. She thinks it really makes her ear stand out. So it's just a fashion choice, you know? Okay. Alright. Ooh. Then we got a little strand going that way. And then a little one right there. Ooh. There we go. Alright, now let's get in with the chin here. I guess the jaw. Ooh, I did not like that. That's a bummer. But you know what? That's okay. She's got a more angled face. I wanted it to be more like round, but as you can see, I kind of curved in right there. But you know what? That's okay because, you know, artists, we are always making mistakes in art. And if you didn't make mistakes, I'd be concerned that you were not actually growing. So, it's okay to make mistakes. And actually, it's encouraged. Okay, then we do that. We can do a little, like, get all detail. Okay, let's get the nose. But you know what? We're gonna go in with super fine detail. If I can find it. Here we go. 005. Which means that it's so tiny. I don't even know if you can see that. It's so tiny that you can't even see it. But it's perfect for nostrils. There we go. Nice. And then a little dimple. Okay, now let's get into the eye here. Did you know that the bigger the pupil is, this little black thing in the middle of the eye, the bigger it is, the more cute and innocent your character will look. And the smaller it looks, the more not innocent. I guess I was thinking about well, that is true, but if the eyeball itself is smaller in the eye, as far as like cartoons go, and I guess real life too, if it's smaller and you see white all around it, that's usually a look of terror or shock. So yeah, usually when your eyeball is touching some part of your eyelid, it's not going to be like a shocked look. So if you're going for like a really shocked look, then you should pull the eyeball away from any eyelids, and also make the pupils smaller. Okay, I'm gonna do a little line there. That's just me. Ooh, hello. That just fell over. Okay, I like how it's coming. Going down. Let me get the wrinkle here. I don't know if you can like really see what I'm doing, just because I tend to draw really dark. Yeah, I know this is an ink pen, but I mean like with a pencil. Okay, there we go.
And then I like to come down. Maybe put a little bump in it. I don't know. No, I didn't like that, but that's okay. Wachoo. A little wrinkle. Okay, now there's this little pocket right here. And then there's this little, whoops, this little pocket right there. And I don't know if you can hear my stomach, but apparently I need to eat. Okay. Oh. Better hope the music covers that up. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Okay. Now we go. Get a little kneecap there. Pull it down. Get the calf in there. Okay. Alright, now let's get this over there.
And cool. Alright, so now we're gonna let this dry for a minute. Oh wait, nope, sorry, psych. She doesn't have hair on this side of her head. That's the problem. Last time when I didn't have hair there, well, I don't have hair there because my hair's short. But when I used to, I didn't like it. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, she's going with some. Okay, all right. We like it. We're gonna let it dry. Okay, all right. Let's get into the erasing. And I know what you may be thinking. You're like, well, but you took so much time to shade in the face there. And, you know, it's really okay because I know that when I do color it in, I just have like, kind of like a mental picture of like, okay, so the shadows go here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's just like a prep. Oh, you know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing that I did not ink in right there. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna ink that real fast. I'm gonna erase all this. Okay, let's go in. All right, and there you have it, a chibi.
Hey guys, so there you go. I hope you guys found this helpful. This is just my way of drawing a chibi. There's no right or wrong way, it's just different styles. And I think everyone has a different style, and you know, art is a learning process. You're not gonna get it right the first time. It's through practice. And so if you're feeling discouraged, don't be, because we all take practice. And there's areas in my drawing that I want to get better at. That there's areas that I haven't. Oh, my stomach. There's areas that I haven't touched in my art that I need to work on. And like right now, I'm being challenged to draw landscapes, and I'm not very good at landscapes and perspective, and so that's something that I want to work on. So yeah, what are you working on? What are challenges in your art form that you are learning to overcome or challenge yourself in? And yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and I can't wait to see you next time. Stay tuned. Bye.